What's up guys, what's up traders, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be talking about gold and how we got the setup last week. Gold, this is a video that I put out on YouTube last week, and then I told it was moving well, heading to our TP. So it hit our TP yesterday, that was Friday, and now you want to talk about it. So stick around. If you do not know how to analyze the forex market, this is going to be your video. Stick around till the end such that you can understand or learn how to analyze the market using my strategy. Also, today is Saturday, and Saturday is when I always have free analysis classes live on YouTube. So you can just join our free Telegram channel and then wait for the time, because I put the communication there. I analyze the market for you for free. I teach you how to analyze the market for free. So join the Telegram channel. It is free of charge, and then wait for the communication on at what time we are going to be learning how to analyze the market. So let's go for it. Just sit tight and then learn how to analyze the market. So this is gold, and this is the 6-hour time frame. So what are the first things that you want to do? I'm just going to be showing you the rules that guide us through the strategy. And guys, you have to understand that you must have a rules-based strategy. If you don't have a rules-based strategy, you don't have a strategy. You cannot be consistent in application of the laws in the market in order for you to extract money out of the market. So you must have a rules-based strategy if you're going to make money out of this forex trading thing. So our rules, we have rule number 1, which says go to high time frame. And I've been so consistent with these rules, guys. By now you should be knowing that they work, or you should have back tested and see what they do. Also forward test and see what they do. So go to your highest time frame. That is always rule number 1. So then we go to our highest time frame and see what is my highest time frame. Obviously it's going to be the weekly time frame, because that is what I use as my highest time frame. So after going to my highest time frame, what do I want to do? We are going to come to rule number 2. Rule number 2 says mark your structures. Mark structures on the highest time frame. Why do you want to mark structures on the highest time frame? In order for you to know where the market is going to be turning around, stopping, and then moving. That is now when you know where to trade within which zones, because price moves from zone to zones, from this zone to the other zone. So you mark out your structures on the highest time frame, and then you know where the market is likely to be turning around. That is okay. Now after marking your structures, and which structures are you marking? You're marking support and resistance, you're marking demand and supply zones, you're marking any chart patterns that you can see, anything that can identify, you know, where the market is going and where the market is from. Those are the things you're marking on the high time frame, and also establishing the trend of the market. So currently the trend is bullish, meaning if we get a bullish setup, it is going to be of high probability than if we get a bearish setup. This is how you get the mindset on the highest time frame. Now after that, rule number 3, drop to medium time frame for confirmations. Now on your medium time frame is where you're going to be looking for your confirmations on the medium time frame. So we're just going to drop to the medium time frame. After marking out all the structures on the highest time frame, you want to drop to the medium time frame. Now I always tell you that on the medium time frame, this is where most of the work is going to happen. You're going to identify the immediate trend of the market. Where is the market heading on the medium time frame at the moment? Then you're also going to identify particular demand and supply zones that are clean and clear. Also on the medium time frame is where you refine your zones you have marked on the weekly, on the high time frame. So on my medium time frame is where I refine my zones. Whichever zones I've marked on my high time frame, I refine them on the medium time frame. Now I marked my support and resistance zones. When I come to the medium time frame, they are already refined. However, if they are not, I always do refine them. Now which else can I see? I can see a demand zone here. This is a rally, a base, a rally. So this is a very good and clear demand zone that I can see on the daily time frame. So if I can see it, then that means I have to mark it. You can always mark it correctly with a little wiggle room. So if I can see it, that means I have to mark it. So on the medium time frame also, you have to be patient and wait for price to come into your zone and make confirmations in your zone before you can drop to lower time frame to start looking for your entries. So the medium time frame is almost going to give you everything that you desire, because this is now where everything is going to happen. And I told you most of your work happens on the medium time frame, so you have to sit on the medium time frame and wait for those confirmations to come, wait for your confirmations to happen. Now after your confirmations, before I go there, guys, what are your confirmations? You need to see rejection candles at your zone, you need to see indecision candles at your zone, you need to see any candle that shows loss of momentum in your zone in order for you to take them as confirmation. Now I know different people have different confirmations, but those are my confirmations. If you want to know how to use this confirmation, it's very simple. You can join my mentorship group, or you can also buy my book and look at those confirmation candles that are there. I talk about only confirmation candles that matter. The link is in the description, and also you can WhatsApp me. The number is there on the bio. You can check the Telegram link is there. Just inbox me and ask for the book. It is only $10. Mentorship is $100. So let's continue. But remember, it is on discount. I put it at $80 on discount because you guys recently pushed me to the 4,000 watch hours of YouTube. Remember, whenever I reach a milestone, I always give you a discount. So let's continue. Now, you want to stay here and see price go to your zone and give you confirmation. So price is currently here. We expect it to come here. Not only is it testing the previous resistance that had turned into support, it's also retesting the demand zone. So let's go. So the next day that the candle that opens taps into the zone and immediately rejects outside. Is this going to be my confirmation candle? No, I'm not going to use that. I want a clear indecision candle, a rejection candle. So I'm just going to wait. And guys, as I wait, it takes a full day for me to wait, meaning you're also going to wait. This one is just a simulation because it's a replay tool. However, in live market, it will be a full day of you waiting. So I play forward, boom, then I get the rejection candle. And this is something that we did real time with my students, and also on US oil. So after I get this rejection candle, now that is when I want to drop to my entry time frame. But before I go there, let me just mark it on the rules. Rule number 4, and this is the last rule. Number 4, drop to your lower time frame, or let me just say slash entry time frame. Now after getting confirmations on your medium time frame, which is the daily, this is now when you want to drop to your lower time frame slash entry time frames for more confirmations for you to enter in the market. This is how trading works, guys. It is always a game of patience, calculation, uh, risk to reward, a game of waiting for confirmations. Like, it's just a patience game. As long as you know what you want, you're just going to follow whatever you have set out as your rules and wait. If they play out, well and good, because you know in the long run you're going to be profitable. And I told you guys, this strategy is 90% accurate. For if you think it is not highly profitable or has a high winning percentage, it is okay. Do your analysis and then backtest, give it to us, counter it with facts. That is what I expect. But the strategy is highly accurate. Of course, I don't teach everything here, because if I do, then the mentorship people will be I'll be unfair to them. So I just give you the basics. If you can follow them, it is okay. If you can tweak and add of anything that can help you, it is okay. If you can't, then that is where I come in. You come for the mentorship or buy the book. So now we are done here. So what do you wait? We wait for price to form something that we know, the structures that we've been talking about, a head and shoulder or a double bottom. So for far I see one bottom, now I'll be waiting for another bottom here if it is going to form a double bottom. Or I see a left shoulder, a head, I'll be waiting for a right shoulder if it is going to form a head and shoulder. And then I'll be entering. And what is my first level target? First level target is this one here. This is something I took you last week. So now I'm just going to play price forward and we see what happens. So price goes up to break this previous lower high and makes a big engulfing candle at this zone, meaning there are a lot of buyers at this zone. However, I'm not going to be able to buy from this zone, though I can see a right shoulder completed here. but I'm not going to be able to buy from that zone for particularly one reason. Why? Because if I buy from here, the stop loss has to go here, and you know gold, if your stop loss is wide, then you're going to have a lot of pip count, increasing your risk. So I'm just going to wait until price can sit here comfortably and then give me signs to go up. If it does it, guys, let it go. You want to enter at the best price possible, so you don't have to force the market. You don't have to force the market. If it is not giving you what you want, let it go. Wait for a setup that a pair that is giving you whatever you want. So let's play price forward. So price ranges a little bit, then comes and rejects here. After rejecting here, I would be interested in entries on this candle here. Where is it? This one here. And my stop losses should go slightly here, and then I will be targeting a 1:2 to the upside. That is 1:2.5 to the upside. That is my ideal entry. I can see a complete head and shoulder on that level. It is emanating from my demand zone. I also have a support zone there, and the weekly is bullish, the daily is bullish. There is no way I'm not taking this trade. And this is why I always tell you this strategy is a high probability setup strategy. This strategy is going to give you 90% chances of winning, because almost everything is aligning from the highest time frame. So what happens is, now you let price play out and take you to your profit. You see price retraced at around this zone, but it did not take us out, and now currently it is even back there, but we are not yet taken out. So what happens is, price starts going to the upside, but after making a proper head and shoulder, look at it, guys, look at that inverted head and shoulder. There is nothing that can stop me from taking this trade. This is the inverted head and shoulder kind that I always want, where I make a low, a high, a low, a high, high. Okay, a QM pattern, some people call it Quasimodo. This is the kind of inverted head and shoulder that I would always want to trade, and this is a trade I gave out last week. So after, just be patient, let price do whatever it wants to do and take you to your take profit. Don't panic. If it starts retracing here, it is none of your business. You want to see price go here because you know where it is going. So price retraces a little bit, plays around for some time, but later, boom, it hit our take profit and even surpassed it. So that is how you make a setup, a high probability setup, and get high probability entries using our strategy. So what I can tell you is this strategy is solid and it works. If you want to learn more about it, you can watch all my YouTube videos that talk about this strategy specifically. If you don't get anything there, then you have to come to my mentorship, which is only $100, but I put it on discount for $80 at the moment. I think up to the end of the month it is going to be at $80. Effective next month, it is going to go back to $100. So you have around a few days to get it. Then there is also my book, which is still on sale, $10 only. You can inbox me, use the link in my bio or the description of this video to join my Telegram group. Today we are going to have a free class on how to analyze the market using our strategy. So make sure that you don't miss. Kindly don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, guys. You see that I always give free premium content. Subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to like the video if you've learned something about it. So I think that is all, guys. I don't want the video to be so long. We shall end there for today, and we meet in the next one. Bye.